Sheep. I don't know about cattle. Oh, let her go, let her go. Did you get that on film? She's like, this is not the protocol, Daddy. Hey guys, welcome to 3 Mississippi. Sid here. Thanks for clicking on the video. It is a hot one today, but we are going to get some chores done. We are going to give these beautiful goats here their shots. We're going to give the puppies their shots, and we're also going to show you a little bit of milking, and we're going to give you an update on the birds that Chrissy from Paragon Ridge Ranch and the eggs left here when she came through for a visit. So exciting stuff, lots of animals. Let's get to it.
I got a long-winded woman, and she gonna talk me to death. I got a long-winded woman, have a conversation with herself. She talked for 5 hours, it won't even pause, and now she got arthritis in the jaw. I got a long-winded woman, and she gonna talk me to death. I got a long-winded woman, have a conversation with herself. She sounds just like a broke alternator, and she can make a killing as a telephone operator. I got a long-winded woman, and she gonna talk me to death. I got a long-winded woman.
You guys may remember a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago to be exact, Chrissy from Paragon Ridge Ranch brought me some eggs out of her stock to hatch out. Well, today they're hatching, and I'm going to show you what they're looking like. Now, we had a little mishap this morning. Something happened, and oh, the other one popped out just since I was standing here talking to you guys. Look at that. The power went out, so I, in a panic, grabbed them and moved them over here to this little corner. I guess I could have run an extension cord, as Mike pointed out later, but you know, I was just like, no, my birds are in lockdown. Like, I need to keep the humidity and the temperature up. Like, you know, because there's like mistakes you can make on day one that you can't make during the hatching process, right? Y'all that have hatched out birds before, you know. So far, I've got 8 babies that have already hatched out. Another 3, as you can see, that have hatched out today. And I've got one that's half hatched, one that is starting to hatch over here, and then another one, there's 2 back there that are late bloomers and not duds fully because I did candle everybody. These guys didn't even start hatching until day 22 and a half, really, which is unusual for chickens. Usually I don't have that issue with them. Maybe some people do frequently, but I don't usually. Anyway, they started hatching kind of late, but there they are. I'm going to take you in and show you the ones that are left out. So what we've got here, just real quick, that one back there. Well, now I can't see it. Oh, that's a Moran too, I think. Yeah, that's a Moran too. And then these 2 right here in the front are Morans. And so they laid these lovely, beautiful, dark eggs. But I did get one of the lavender or blue, however some people like to refer them different ways, Americanas out, kind of a silvery color. I'll show you that one in a second. And that's what this one is too. And it started to break through, but it's not quite there yet. So these are the remnants of the shells. These are the black copper Moran shells. These are the salmon faveroles. And somewhere in here, there it is. This is the Americana. Yep. Lovely. It is so warm in Mississippi today, guys, that the birds are not even laying under their heat pad because it's just that warm. But I'm going to show you guys. They're so cute. Some of these guys hatched out yesterday. And some of them hatched out this morning. Like this one you can see is still a little bit crusty, this little salmon over here. But they're all doing well. There's one under the heat pad. So they're coming along. But it's definitely warm, so they're not really they're not cold, that's for sure. And then these guys, so they get a little startled when I lift up their screen here. But look, oh, that one might be a rooster. That Americana right there. That silver lavender one. Look at its little tail. It might be a rooster, which I wouldn't be mad at. That's okay. I'll not be mad at it. But they're getting big. These are the ones that Chrissy brought me from her stock. That one's definitely, I think that one's a rooster too. Look at that. Look at that comb coming in already. That's usually a little bit of a sign. It looks like I might have a decent amount of roosters out of this group. Well, we'll see what happens. I hope they're not all roosters. I've been wrong before just by looking at them like that, but usually I've hatched enough birds out. Usually I can tell pretty early on by looking at their body shape, and they go through transitions where sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell in between, but I think there's a few roosters in there. But I'm not mad at that either, because that means there's some boys and there's some girls, and they can mix the babies. I'm happy that these guys are hatching out well. Some of the eggs weren't viable. I candled them. I always candle, and the copper Morans, it's harder to tell because when you candle them, the shells are so dark, it's hard to see through them. Even if you're standing in a pitch black room trying to candle it, it's really hard to see through those shells. They're just real thick and real dark, and it's hard. I had to kind of do the best I could and just kind of basically see that there was a developed air sac. If there was nothing sloshing around, then, but some of the lighter colored eggs, it's very easy to tell that, like, oh, this one started to develop, but then it gave up partway through. But most of them were developed successfully. So like I said, so far I've got 11 healthy out of the shells, and a few more that are still in the incubator that are trying to break through right now. So I'm keeping an eye on them. I did have to assist a little bit with a couple of the coppers because they were in there for coming close to 24 hours. So I did the trick with the wet paper towel, warm wet paper towel, and kind of blotted around the edge and kind of helped because you don't want to just go in there and pick, because you'll rupture. You can bleed them out. It's kind of graphic, and I'm sure all of us have done it when we've had to help a bird, and it's always kind of a 50-50 thing. But if you know that if you don't help them at that point, they're going to start to, dry out, be stuck, give up, die, all those things. So there's a point where you have to judge your intervention. It's kind of a lot like with goats when they're giving birth. The rule of thumb is you leave them alone, you let them do their thing. You hit that mark where you're like, it's not going how it should. I need to jump in and help. Then you jump in and help. But otherwise, you let it be. Same thing, in my opinion, with eggs. You let them hatch, you let them do their thing. You don't get aggressive and get in there and physically try to help them hatch unless you have to. And then you do it very carefully with moisture, and just very slowly, very, very, very carefully. But anyway, that's my spiel on that. All right, I'm going to round up the kiddos so she can help me film giving everybody their shots and get that all done. In fact, we're going to use a trick because it's almost dinner time for the puppies. I'm just going to take them in for dinner time and hope that works. That's my plan. We'll see. This is the shot that the pups are getting. They are due for this next round, and they've had their first 2 rounds of shots. at 6 and 8 weeks. So now it's time to do another round. This is a subcutaneous shot. So basically I will be pinching kind of right back here behind the neck to insert the short needle. You're just getting it into the skin. You're not trying to get it into the muscle. And it's really the same thing for the goats. You're really kind of pinching above that shoulder blade, behind their neck, and getting it in there. Sometimes you can also do it. There's kind of that skin fold right here as well on the goat. The puppy thing actually comes with the syringe, which you can't see through there, but it's in there. There it is. And they're getting 1 ml. There's 2 vials in here. One is in powder form and one is the mix. And so when you crack that open, you mix them together. You're going to be able to shake it really well and then be able to inject it. I'm going to do it this way so that you don't pour it. And you're going to push this all in here so it can be shaken up and ready to be injected. Before we get to giving everybody their shots, let me show you what arrived in the mail this week.
Mail call!
We got some PO stuff from some awesome people, so we're going to check it out.
What do we got? We got something from David Glunt for 3 Mississippi / Frankie.
Woo!
Yep, from one of our members.
From El Parrish.
Yeah.
Mr. Larry. Yep.
For Frankie. Everything's for Frankie. Frankie's the star of the show. But I have okra and cayenne, so I just got done harvesting, so
He feels good about it.
I'm a little bit nasty right now.
That's good.
Yeah,
But I got a haul right here. Frankie, open your mouth. If you see white powder, drop it and run. Okay?
Cool.
Who taught you to open an envelope?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
No one taught you.
No, they didn't.
Oh.
I still messed it up.
Okay. Can I teach you or no?
No.
You're just going to go with it.
Oh, I remember now. You're supposed to go right here.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So somebody needs to send you a letter opener now.
It's fine. There's a
Oh,
note
what's
somewhere.
going on here?
Let's see if
Hold
I can
on.
read. I got it. Hold on. We got to read the note first.
Okay, hold on.
You
All
might have to read it because my contacts are not happy right now. I went to the hardware store and saw these stickers and it made me think of Frankie. Hope she likes them. Wish they would have had one for driving a tractor. God bless, David Glunt.
Aww.
Some girls play house and what? Real girls go hunting.
That's right.
Nice.
I
All
can't
right.
read.
Who said girls can't hunt? Nice.
Real woman fish.
Woo.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
cute.
Oh, I'm dropping my peppers on the floor.
Stop.
Those can go on your first truck,
Yeah.
your first vehicle.
But cool.
Her first vehicle is not going to be a truck.
Well, her first vehicle is technically Kenny.
That's right.
That's
Her
true.
tractor. I'm just making the
She
payments.
should put those on there. I mean, you guys do use that to hoist up the deer a little bit, so maybe you should put one of those on Kenny.
That's true.
I don't know if I want Kenny to have a sticker about girls hunting. I still feel connected to Kenny. I still
No,
feel like I'm trying to make
but
Kenny
who-
a little manly.
But who drives Kenny more? I feel like I get a say in this.
You feel like you get a say?
I do. I can't see.
I feel like as the chief resident tractor operator, she probably does get a say in it.
Yeah.
I feel like watching her open these
I
packages.
can't
It's
see
an-
what I'm doing.
It's like,
Why not?
Because
oh,
my contact.
Always cut towards yourself, kids.
yeah, especially, so you're not gonna have to worry about contact. You're gonna just take your eye out with that thing.
Frankie, here are some things you might get some use out of, maybe have fun with.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like
yeah,
a little
nice.
tool baggy thing.
It goes
Little
on your belt.
tool belt, yeah.
Tools. Oh, a straight up tool belt. That's like that's like straight up a tablet.
Yeah.
Kindle.
That's a Kindle?
It's
Or
a
like-
tablet.
Or tablet.
Tablet thing. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's a
Yeah,
tablet.
like a, my goodness.
Oh my.
32 gig.
Wow, Frankie, my
Wow.
goodness.
And
You're
there's
hooked
a-
up, kiddo. Yeah, you've been hooked up.
Oh my god.
Dang.
Thank you.
Look at that.
Wow.
Shoo, check you out.
All right.
And
Well, there's
some-
more.
Some
Yeah,
tools
yeah.
in here?
Plenty more. Oh.
What are we oh-hoing about? What'd you
See
say?
this hammer right here? 20 ounce.
That nice
I was
light
going to
one?
get you a 16 ounce. Everybody beat me up about making you swing that 24 ounce framing hammer on that video. That
Oh.
hammer was too heavy for you.
Probably.
This hammer right here,
4 ounces lighter. This is more your speed.
Bang bang Maxwell silver
No,
hair.
they
those
make
clamps.
they make actually you probably could use this for welding. It's all metal.
Yeah,
this
that's
is a good one.
that's what I was saying.
But no,
Yours are cheap.
it's not. This is made more for woodworking. These are nice. Yeah, mine are cheap. The ones that I have are
Yours
plastic.
are sad.
Yours are
Yours
sad.
always feel like they're gonna break.
Frankie's got
What are
better
those
tools
called?
now.
Channel locks.
All right. And what are these called?
Aren't those like not pliers? Yeah, pliers, right? No.
Needle nose,
Specifically.
right? Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to talk. I forget.
Anyway, there's something up in here. Oh, it's one of them little thingamajigs.
Multi-tool.
Look at you.
Wow.
You can go build your own house.
There's a level in there.
That your own angle thing.
Oh, check you out.
Whoop whoop.
Now you got your own square
That's
that you
awesome.
like to refer to as a triangle.
It is a triangle. I'm
No,
forever
it's a
gonna
square.
Wow.
call it a triangle.
Is this a square or a triangle?
It's a. How many sides are there? 1, 2, 3.
You're right.
It's a triangle.
It is a square in the shape of
It's
a
a-
triangle. That's a conundrum.
It's a triangle with a right angle.
So Frankie, what do you have to say to Mr. Larry and Mr. David?
Thank you so much. That's so nice. I don't even know what to say. Honestly.
You got better tools than me now at this point. This is a really good hammer.
And a
It's a
tablet?
tablet.
My goodness, that's like crazy. He sent you a tablet.
You see, the best part about this is made in the USA.
I can't read that, but I believe you.
Yeah, so now we're gonna have to fire your tablet up and see what needs to be done to get it rocking and rolling. That is awesome.
Yeah, now you can when you're watching movies in your room, you can watch it on there, I guess.
Yeah.
Instead of your phone.
Yeah.
You'll have all the apps on your tablet that you have on your phone, and you'll probably use your tablet more than your phone because it's bigger screen, and you're blind.
I'm not blind when my contacts are working, and they just stopped working 20 minutes ago.
They just turned off. Like
Yeah.
the
They,
battery went dead? How's that work?
Well, you know how when I tell you my eyes are sticky, I need to go take my eyeballs out, like I
Well, no,
can't
it
function.
makes everything blurry.
Yeah, it does because your eyeballs start sticking.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Come on. Dinner time. Yeah, dinner time. Make sure you get all the air out. Liquid comes out. There we go. There we go. Okay. Again, I'm just going to pull back on the syringe a little bit. Shake this again. Make sure I'm not pouring it, so I'm putting the open side up into the syringe, pushing it in, pulling it out. Push it out until liquid comes out. There we go. Good girl. She was much better patient. She didn't even make a noise. I knew he would throw a fit because he's a boy. Okay, time to work on goats. Let's go get their stuff. So I'm mixing up their feed. I've got her on some molasses and feed right now because she's still in milk and she's still on the skinny side. So I'm using this to also keep them distracted so that I can give them their shots and I can get her out after I give them all their shots to do their milking. Her milking, not their milking. It'd be really weird to milk Dan. Now I've got 3 different needles in here. to give them their 3 different shots. This is a multi-dose syringe that does need to be kept in the refrigerator, but it is not a multi-use. So once you give that day's injections, you toss it. You can't save it and use it, you know, in the next few weeks or whatever. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Oh, there was a wasp on the lock. And I went to, like, basically went like this and almost grabbed the wasp. So that would have been fun. Hi, are you, I know, you're usually, I pull you when I feed milk. I know, she's like ready to be milked. She's like, we milking? Are we milking? So they are gonna get 2 mLs. Got 2 mLs in there. This bad boy up here. Yeah, hi. Okay. Okay. Always rub the area right afterwards so they don't get a little nodule. Yes, I know, he's mad right now. Sorry, I'm just switching needles. It takes a second. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. She's not happy. She has been happier in her life. All right. No, Caroline will be easier for sure. She's my good one. You know, when the kids were still little, you know, is when we were getting ready to move. So I didn't have as much time with them as they were, you know, developing. Oh, good girl.
What is this, ivermectin?
This is TD&T. You have to get it to goats and sheep. Sheep. I don't know about cattle. Oh, let her go, let her go. Did you get that on film? She's like, this is not the protocol, Daddy. Oh, she's peeing.
She caught me off balance.
I
and
know.
I was like, I did not have my feet planted.
That was her going, I need to go potty, and you were not letting me go potty. Yes, I know. It's okay, Mama. She's got like, no. You can kind of get some by her. I know, you're ready to go milk. I know, we're going to do that in a second. I know. I know. Can you just come hold her? I mean, don't rodeo her. I just need her to be still. I know, Mama, I'm sorry. Okay, all right, now we got milk. Come on, this is the wrong spot. Nope, come here, we're in the wrong spot. Come on. So I do not have anymore a milking stanchion like I did. And I do not have a head gate, and I do not have all of those things that make this kind of stuff a little bit easier. We do it old school a little bit here. Just kind of pin her up. She is a decent milker, but you know, now she's so on the skinny side right now. I'm trying to get her to dry up her milk. So a lot of times when they're really in milk and they're still kind of full, you can use your curry comb and get the extra hairs off. Always clean my hands with a wipe first really well, and then I clean her teats on the udder area there. Some people use warm washcloths. You can do whatever you want as far as that goes, but you just kind of want to clean it off. This kind of also gets her ready to be milked. It's good to have a routine with her and to get them used to that. It's the same kind of routine when you're doing their hooves yourself or anything like that. You kind of want to keep them calm. Now with her, again, because I don't have a stanchion, and her bag is not very full because like I said, I'm weaning her out of milk right now. You kind of want to grab up a little bit here with the L part of your hand, kind of bring it up on the one side of the bag you're starting with, and you're going to kind of work it down, but not pull. So you're kind of squeezing it, and you're manipulating your fingers kind of like this down her teat to bring it down. And just like if you see kids when they're milking off their mom, they'll nudge her like this with their heads before they start milking. That helps encourage the milk to come out. So we just kind of are basically working our hand. I almost think of it like a bagpipe. When you watch guys play the bagpipes, if you kind of watch their hand motions, it kind of looks like they're milking. And so you just kind of bring it down. Now, if you've got a goat that's strapped in real well and a holder for the bucket and you're not worried, she's a kicker. She likes to put her foot in the bucket. So I have to hold the bucket with one hand. She's a twitcher, I should say, not a kicker. I have to hold the bucket with one hand so that she doesn't decide. That way, if she does decide to lift up her foot, I can do this and I haven't ruined the milk by getting her foot in it. Same thing on the other side. Again, you're just going to squeeze down. You're bringing your hand up with that L, wrapping your thumb around with your middle finger. And the other fingers are just kind of assisting in the pull down in the actual teat. See what I'm talking about? That's what she do. So you gotta have ninja-like reflexes. Anyway, so that's what we do. I'm not gonna milk her a whole lot, but you can see it's not very hard, and you're not pulling. You're not doing this motion, pulling the teat down to get the milk out. You're rolling it out. And that's more comfortable for them and will probably yield better results for you in the long run as well. And it is kind of a special bonding experience with your goat, especially, one that you like. I think something just bit me. One that you like, that you're close with. And she's a really good goat. I didn't get very much out of her. This is going to be a little treat for Bunko on the porch tonight. He's going to be real happy about that. But she's a good goat, and she's almost out of milk. Getting her weaned out so she can have a break. But guys, don't be intimidated to milk your goats. It's not real hard, and it takes a little practice, and you get to where it's kind of muscle memory doing it. And if you get real good, you can get both hands going. If you've got one that's really strapped in well, that you don't have to worry about her foot going in the bucket. There's times where she's behaving real well and I can do both at once, but generally I have to keep one hand on the bucket and one hand on a teat while I do it. She's a good girl and her milk is wonderful. So anyway, that's a quick down and dirty on how to milk a goat. So go milk a goat. And also they do make little stools that you can get so you can kind of squat down, but I just end up squatting down. And like I said, I used to have a stanchion, but when we moved, I don't have the stanchion no more. We got rid of it. So we use the whole tire to the fence and get real close to her. Sometimes too, another little tip, sometimes I will put my head, if she's really fussing, if I lean my head on her side while I'm milking her, it helps her kind of calm down a little bit. And I don't know if it's something like I know with the kids when they nuzzle here and bump, it helps with that. I don't know what it is about just leaning my forehead on her, but it's I don't know, it chills her out. So sometimes when she's kind of fussing in the morning or just not feeling it, I'll just kind of lean my head on her and she sort of chills out. So I don't know if that's just particular to her because she's the only goat that I've ever milked, but if you got a fussy doe, give it a try. Maybe it works.
Bunk! Here's my boy, come on! I know. Yeah, just a good boy. I said I get my loves first. Is it good?
I'll be the one by your side through the good and the hard times when we're laughing, when we're...
Well, now you can successfully milk a goat, maybe give them some shots. That's different than doing shots, for the record. There you go. You got some basics down, and that's good stuff. And we got to see the update on the birds. And who knew or knows what else I might have thrown in this video, like that little bit of a mail call we had. So thanks to our subscribers, Mr. Larry Parrish and Mr. David Glunt, who is also a member, sent us. We appreciate you for those gifts. Not necessary, but always appreciated. So thank you very much. As always, guys, we hope you have a blessed day and safety's off.